One of the options I have in my turn is planting trees. I can choose from one of these 5 trees and plant it in my space if I fulfill its conditions. In the beginner mode, we will focus on, in all of these trees, on the top left part only. It shows how many seeds are needed for planting this tree. In this example, I have 4 seeds, which is the amount needed to plant the olive tree. So on my turn, I will pay these 4 seeds, return them to the stockpile, and take the olive tree and place it in front of me. In the advanced mode, however, in addition to looking at the top right symbol, which is the number of seeds, we look at the needed effects for planting the tree. In this example, I have the necessary effects. I have 4 seeds and I have 2 green effects. So to plant the tree, I will first pay the necessary amount of seeds and I will discard one of the needed effects in order to plant the olive tree. In both beginner and advanced mode, any player who gets a tree must place seeds on the upper left icons according to the number shown. So now I will take 2 seeds from the stockpile and place them on the icons on the upper left part. Every time my turn comes, I will discard one of these seeds and return it to the stockpile. If a turn comes and I don't have any seeds on the tree, I will get the bonus points this tree offers. To get the tree bonus points, there should not be any seeds left on the upper left, and once that happens, the player returns the tree at the beginning of their turn to its place and will take one of their workers either in the board or outside the board and place it in the tree table where the tree resides. Now in this case, I planted an olive, so I'll place my worker here. I planted 1 olive tree. So in the end, I will get 14 extra seeds. If I plant another olive tree, I will move the worker here so I can get 2 plus 14, which is 28 bonus seeds at the end. And I can do that up to 3 times for each tree. If I plant another tree, I must use a different worker to place it in the column of that tree. This means that for every tree there is a different countdown timer the player has to go through before they get the points in the tree table. If the game ends and the timer hasn't run out, then the player will not get any bonus points from the tree table. In the advanced mode, the player can move the timer faster by using the effects shown on the lower left part of the tree. Each time a player uses an effect shown on that tree, they will take a seed from the upper left part and place it on the lower left part on the effect. This will move the timer faster so that the player can get the bonus points the tree has to offer. And of course, each tree has different effects that can hasten the timer. The player has to check for these effects once they get the tree and try to acquire them and use them on the same turn to help move the timer along and get the bonus from that tree. And of course, the effects are only used in the advanced mode. In the beginner mode, players have nothing to do with these effects or the extra requirements for each tree. Any farmer in the tree table cannot be moved to other places. They cannot go back to an area or go outside of the board. They stay until the end of the game. The only way a farmer can be moved from a tree table is by using the insecticide effect in advanced mode. The last thing to mention is that trees are not affected by the insects or by other parasitic plants.